Welcome back everyone. Today we're in Nantes visiting the Natural History Museum. For each section of rocks, they've actually got not just the name, but what they're made up of chemically. And that's really cool. And the bit next to me, some diagrams of what that looks like. This is a meteorite known as Black Beauty that fell in the Sahara Desert in 2011. These are fragments from the Black Beauty meteorite. And what happened was a meteor hit Mars. Fragments of Mars flew up in space and came to Earth. So these bits here are actually rocks from Mars. And this sample of Martian rock is the oldest that's ever been found. So that is actually really cool. These are all meteorites from different parts of the world. All of these are found close to here in Nantes. This is a mould of a Basilosaurus. This is an actual plesiosaur fossil discovered in the UK. This one is an ichthyosaur from Germany. This so far might be the coolest thing we've seen here. A mosasaur skull from Holland. Look at that. This is an Archaeornis fossil. That's a depiction of what a skeleton would look like. And that's a depiction of it. These are sauropod eggs. This is the fossil of a petrified tree. These are fossils of jellyfish. There's a very small but cool specimen of trilobite, like it's actually there, like 3D, not stuck in, it's sticking out. Very well preserved. This fish fossilized while eating another fish. You can see it going into the mouth. This is a fossil of an aquatic spider or aquatic scorpion. It's massive. And this is what they think it looked like. They've got an elephant bird egg. Oh, I love it. And here we have a fragment of an elephant bird egg. Even more elephant bird egg fragments. You can tell I like elephant birds. Here we have a mammoth tooth, and another one, and that is a Tyrannosaurus tooth. The backbone of a hadrosaur, fragments of dinosaur eggs, the jaw and top of skull of a cave bear. These are prehistory human tools. For the bird display, they've got these buttons you can press to hear what the birds sound like. So this is the ruff. The museum did a DNA study on the Egyptian vulture to help prevent their extinction in the wild, because they're on the decline. This is short-toed snake eagle, and it hasn't bred in Brittany for over 100 years. But in 2018 they came back and bred again. So it is very promising for the species. This is a shield made of zebra skin. This whole cabinet is about elephant birds. So we've got an egg, eggshell, a bit of a bone, and a whole leg. Look how tall that is. Like for scale, here's me against it. This is a passenger pigeon, now extinct. Used to be native to America. This is a Davidson ibis, critically endangered, but is being helped. In 2009, there was only 310 of them left, and by 2022, it's come up to 792. So let's hope it keeps growing. So at the back, we have the American mink, and the front, the European mink, which is now critically endangered. This is the great bustard, and it actually went extinct in France in the early 20th century. The European eel population in France has dropped 90% since the 1980s due to a range of features such as overfishing. And there are some baby eels. This is a slender-billed curlew. Its modern population is estimated at less than 50 individuals, and we're not sure why. This is a model of a leatherback sea turtle that was actually found in a river here, and the damage at the back is from propeller blades that killed it, which shows you the risk of boating on a reptile marine species. A model of my favourite dinosaur, the Microraptor. Oh no, the frog! These are all bones of a mammoth, and this is all from a cave bear. This fossil here, all these little spots, are fossilised raindrops with impact of the ground. Literally fossilised rain from 200 million years ago. This would show you how to tell the difference between a grass snake and a viper. Obviously a viper is between England being our only venomous species. It's a good thing to know the difference. Something that makes this museum a little bit different is it actually has a vivarium, so there's live animals here. And then this isn't a zoo, but the snakes could probably use with a little bit more space. The Madagascan tree boa doesn't really have much more stuff to climb, despite that being what it naturally does. I mean, a lot of zoos in the reptile houses have this problem. They've sort of left behind. London Zoo's opening a new one. Be intrigued to see what that's like when it opens. Hopefully they've got much larger exhibits in there. But I think on large, most reptiles in exhibits probably do need bigger enclosures. We can just see the head of this python, which looks like he's about to eat his dinner. He's not moving.
He fell asleep on his dinner.
Yeah, he's just buried there. I'm digging a hole, gonna bury myself. This is an ocellated lizard, by the way. The tokay gecko here has eggs. This is the Merle's boa, and it's from Madagascar. This is their very impressive zoology exhibits. This is a coelacanth specimen, a species that was long believed to be extinct. So the ones we have alive today still look like the ones that were around 70 million years ago. A living fossil. This is the skull of a hippo. That's what a ray looks like on the inside. So sharks only have bones in their teeth, the rest of them is cartilage. Just look at that. None of that would fossilise apart from the jaw. Here are lamprey, a parasite on the fish. And you can see on this one what its jaw looks like. The stairs on the way out, it's just a wall of wood specimens. And that brings us to the end of the Natural History Museum. It's really good. Upstairs there's a zoology exhibition, loved it. The whale skeleton, the elephant skeleton, really impressive. Just all the animals around the outside. 2 floors with the birds upstairs. I liked that. That was quite cute, having the flying animals higher. There were some bats downstairs and some birds downstairs, but the whole up bit was birds. So that was really nice to see. And downstairs, I was surprised, but nice to see actual animals. Quite interesting to learn about snakes and reptiles in there. Not something many museums do. And obviously the mineral section, the first thing we did, a meteorite of rocks from Mars, having that out on display. Loved that. There's actually a lot of meteorites there, a lot of them from France, which is quite cool. Obviously being in Nantes. And the fossil section, that was also really good. You know, stuff from human history all the way back. You got your trilobites, your ammonites, mammoths, just a good cut through of history. And the place you saw, you know, some large specimens really, for quite a small museum. So that was really good. They've got really what you expect in a museum, but they've not gone like, oh, we're a small museum, just small exhibits. There's some impressive stuff you'd expect to mainly see in like a big Paris or London museum, you know, the meteorite from Mars, full-on plesiosaur skeletons, things like that. Fantastic, absolutely amazing. Well worth a visit. But thanks for joining me, guys. I hope to see you next time. Bye.